Every PPC manager is gonna have their own style of PPC. And I come into a lot of accounts and I want to show you guys specifically what happens when you hire someone and they will completely stop all of your campaigns and start from scratch. So if you're working with me, if you've worked with me in the past, you know that a PPC team needs to be adaptable, right? There is no need to come in and start campaigns from scratch every time you sign a new client because there's already so much data in there. A lot of people come in there and they're like, oh, well, we need to do a couple months of research and ramp things up, and then we can start to optimize. And I want to show you that an established account does not need to be started over. You take what's there, you work with it, you reorganize it, you rename it, and then you grow. So I was working on this account in the beginning of the year, okay? And then to be totally transparent, they wanted to go with someone else, and so they hired a new PPC company in July, okay? And they said, hey, we're going to come in here, we're going to pause a lot of the stuff, we're going to start new campaigns. It's a small catalog, but it's in the top, it's got a few products, all in the top 10 of their category, okay? They're all close to being a bestseller. Now, you can see here, I just have spend and sales pulled up. And in January is the best month, okay? It's a stronger, January, February are the best months for this product. So you know what, let's do sales and ACOS. So here we're doing about 115 a month, right? 100 a month, around a 20% ACOS, right? Pretty strong. And then sales dipped, seasonality, totally fine. 75K, 85K, ACOS started to creep up. And that's where they're like, you know, we're gonna try someone else. I'm perfectly okay with that, right? It's sometimes you lose clients, they want to try some other stuff. So this new PPC company came in and we were spending around 20 to 25K a month. Okay, that was a good level for us with tacos. All of a sudden, in August and September, they spent 40K. Okay, so from 25K to 40K. And a PPC company and maybe some owners are going to look at this and say, awesome, you know, September is usually a slow month for us. So we had 107K in PPC sales, which was the most we had had since March, right? And yep, we understand we had to kind of spend more to get there, but that's what we wanted. This is what a lot of people only look at. Now, if we look at the business reports here, we'll see, so this is the same account, and we'll see that in March, right, they were doing 260K. In September, they only did 160K. And what I'm saying is the ads were just being way too aggressive. So you need to know when to grow and when to just kind of sit there and rely on your organic traffic, right? Because if we look at September compared to, let's say, June, right? June had slightly higher sales at 173. September had 160K in spend, or in total sales. Now, if we're looking at this, we spent $43,000 there in September, when in June we got away with only 25. So this is what I'm talking about with all of these new types of ads, and what we've been catching is a lot of people think that more spend is always the answer. And I just like to, if you're a PPC manager, if you're a client, I like to try to show you guys some of these really obvious examples where more spend is not always the answer, okay? Rely on your organic traffic, rely on your products. And yes, there is going to be a time to push more spend. But if you see the PPC sales going up and your overall sales are still just kind of at the same level, what was the point of this extra $15,000 in spend, right? So then I came back in October, right, and said, you know, we want to lower spend again. So we spent $28,000 in October. ACOS dropped. And if we go back to business reports here, it was much more profitable, right? If we look at October compared to August, same exact amount of sales, same exact amount, 136,000. And we spent 40,000 here and 28,000 here, okay? Okay, so we saved $12,000 that was completely unnecessary in spend. So as the holidays come up here, you see it's Amazon right in our face, right? Prepare for the holidays. You don't need to always spend more, okay? Especially with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, not everyone is going to be looking for, your gadget products. They're looking for really, really big name brand products with lightning deals and stuff like that. Unless you have one of those, don't spend a crazy amount. Rely on organic traffic. Focus on that profitability.